AJ. Yup. Jay Riggs. TJ Scott. Yup. And I am Dino. Are you ready for some junk talk? Are you ready for some junk talk? Are you ready for some junk talk? We talking, niggas. Let's get ready. Don't get pushed before the push, nigga. Audible, hot route, nigga. Watch out for the crook, nigga. Watch out for the hook, nigga. Throw that pass, don't get shook, nigga. I'ma play you like a rook, nigga. It's Madden Junkies, nigga. Point one. Fuck with us, nigga, and gon' get it done. Player one, ready up. Player two, ready up. Nigga. Are you ready for some junk talk? Are you ready for some junk talk? Are you ready for some junk talk? Let's get ready.
What up, everybody? We are back once again with your next episode of Real Junk Podcast. The only podcast we're coming to you live about your Madden franchise, Madden Junkies. Tonight I got with me T. What's up, man?
What up, fellas?
We got Riggs in the house.
What it do?
We got my man AJ.
What up, Madden Junkies?
And of course, I'm A Sky. Tonight we are one less. Dino's probably asleep. I don't know what that nigga doing. Nobody knows what the head commissioner doing. We just let him do what he do. But we did add a new rule to the league this week regarding forced wins and how we are going to dole those out. AJ, if you want to go over that real quick.
All right, so if a user has the majority availability and that user is showing that they're trying to get the gameplay, the commission can consider that user for a forced win. And also, we want to keep in mind with scheduled game times that there is a 15-minute grace period rule, in which if a user does not make that scheduled game time within that 15 minutes, that user could be also granted a forced win.
No doubt. So, hopefully, we have it on the page. You heard it here on the podcast. Hopefully, you don't have any questions. If you do, there's 5 commissioners you can hit up. I think it's fairly straightforward. We don't want to give forces to people. We'd rather you guys play your games and figure something out. But we do have that in place for those that, if you can't make it for circumstances that are and make that call for the other team. And of course, if you set up a time and don't show up at that time, that's on you, man. The other person is there waiting, ready to play. That's not fair to them to have to wait for you to figure out whether or not you're going to feel like showing up. I understand life happens. A quick text, hey, I can't play right now. Nobody's saying you got to delve into what's going on, but I mean, at minimum, have a little courtesy and let the other player know, hey, I can't play right now, and y'all can figure it out from there. So that's the other reason why we grant the force in that situation, because that's not fair to that player that was available and showed up. That's not fair to that player to not give them that force win. But enough of that. Tonight on the podcast, we got this bum team from Philadelphia's coach on with us. Say what up to the people, Chaz.
Don't do me like that. Hey, yeah, what's up? It's Chaz, the Eagles owner. Come here after we demolish the Dallas Cowboys. That's the only thing they're going to do is talk about a 2-point loss, but it's still an L as an L.
And ain't nobody talking about that right now. I mean, you got your win. I'm gonna give you your win. Next push, it's gonna be a showdown. Y'all be ready to tune in. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Next push.
You play in Dallas too, right?
It's a show. Yeah, that's right. You coming to the Jerry's world. You coming to Jerry's world. We gonna be 100% healthy. We're gonna be 100% healthy and 100% ready. Just know that much. Ain't gonna be no Madden help for you in that game. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But
all I rely on my stick play, dog. That's all I care about. Once we come there, we're gonna We're gonna burn it down. You're gonna be rebuilding after this game because you ain't gonna make the playoffs. I don't even see you making the playoffs.
Oh wow, so we're gonna start early. We starting early, but before we get into all of that, let me ask you a few questions first. Man, we like to come on, let our guests speak, and ask a few questions first, man. First and foremost, what are your thoughts of this Madden 19 gameplay, game, online franchise? What do you feel like? Do you feel like they upgraded and did a better job? Do you feel like there's definitely more work they need to do? What are your thoughts on this year's Madden?
I feel like it's more of a user's game than the previous one. Before it seemed like it was easy for the user lurk. The catching was a lot more easier. Now if you don't pick the player, you're likely to get it picked off if somebody picked their defender. So I like that better because I'm more of a defensive player than an offensive player anyway. So I feel it's an upgrade all in all.
No doubt. I definitely can see that. It is definitely much more user-based game. You definitely got to have your user skills up, and there's definitely a gap between those that have good user skills and those that are still learning user skills. So I can definitely agree with that. All right, man. Now you got this Eagle team. Last season we saw you couldn't win the division. That team in Dallas handled that, going undefeated in the division. So what do you feel like this year?
I would like to add, he got a forced win. It was a sim win the last time we were supposed to play because I was on my anniversary. That's the only reason he made it. I was 10-6 and didn't make the playoffs. That was the deciding game, and the computer got me. So that's
it sounds like to me, what you're really saying is the Cowboys owner knows how to put a team together. So in case of sim games, his team is the better team, is what that sounds like to me. But even before we go there, isn't the Eagles a better overall team than the Cowboys? And they still lost in a sim? So is that because the Cowboys, again, knew how to put together a team to get that win? Is that what we saying?
Nah, that ain't what I'm saying. With the team that was already put together. Now, season 3, we could talk about who can build the team and who can't when season 3 hits. People are still dealing with season 2 and contracts and not having enough cap room. This season is going to separate everybody when we get to season 3.
Well, the team in Dallas looks like they're putting together a monster out there. That's all I'm gonna say. They look like they're putting together a monster.
As far as Dallas winning a sim, I done seen people who done took bad teams and win games, but they would lose a sim because they ain't playing with them. So that's just Madden. It's just user skills. That's what it goes back to, user skills. Who got those user skills? Computer just do the basic plays. If you don't know about Philly's D, you will know about our defense before the end of the season. I tell you that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I will give you that. Philly does have a good defense. You do play well with your defense because we know you can't put up no points offensively. We know that.
Hey, my offense is suspect. I'm not ashamed to say that. But you know the best thing about it is my defense scores for me. So I'm good right there.
Well, that's going to be a shame when they don't score next week. That's going to be a crying shame.
Hey, prime time games is where we shine. We only lost one time this season. So can the Cowboys tell us who they lost to? Was it some scrubs you took a loss to? Why you talking to the big dog? You talking to the big dog of the NFC East like you talking to one of the bottom feeders or something. Who you lost to, baby?
We're not here to talk about my record right now. That's not what we're here for.
Oh, okay.
We here to do. We look like we just got one of the commissioners join us. Dino's in the building. What's up, Dino?
What up?
So what's good, man?
Hey, AJ, make your post shareable so I can share the podcast.
All right.
You know, we got the Eagles owner on here, Dino, man. If you got any questions for him, go ahead and throw them to him. And you know, we listening to him spew this fake news, these lies that don't nobody want to hear about. You know, he talking about he got a good team and stuff. He won one loss, and it's gonna be a shame when he got that second loss come next week, next push, man. That's gonna be a shame, crying shame.
Hey, first of all, man, I want to congratulate you on a good season so far, Mr. Chaz. But you got a lot of work to do, bro. You got a lot of work to do. It's some heavy hitters. I know you feel as though you've been disrespected so far this season, but we know you'll be there. But
As long as I'm in the mix, that's the only thing that matters. I know if it's a knock against me, it is my offense. But my offense can get the rolling because ain't like if you look at the stats, ain't like I'm not in the top 10 of scoring. So the only thing I got to do is once I get out there is play my game. The Cardinals, I'm waiting to see the Cardinals. I haven't played him. The Saints, I kicked his ass last season.
Ooh.
He lucky. He made it to the playoffs. He didn't want to see them Eagles anyway. Them Saints got it. He know what happened when we played. He couldn't even score. So I'm confident in the way we had. I'm confident in the way Philly's looking right now in the direction we headed. So all the other talk, put it on the field, man.
Well, I mean, that was definitely a shot at AJ. AJ, you want to say anything back to that?
I mean, there was season 1. The squad wasn't really how I wanted it, and we definitely made improvements. And so we're not going for no whole set next time.
Now,
maybe in the playoffs.
I think he was about undefeated when we played too, or lost 1 or something. He had a hell of a record, and I was moping along last season. Should have had a way better record. Few losses I shouldn't have took, especially to the Cowboys the first game, which I think I was up 21-0 in the first quarter.
You sure was. And then what happened?
He came back. You came back because I started playing pool with my son, man. I started doing some other shit. I wasn't even paying attention to that.
Oh, wow. Well, that sounds like a you problem. That sounds like a you problem because I know if I'm playing somebody and I go up 21, they damn sure ain't coming back on me. I know that much.
Hey, I got too cocky, man.
Yeah, go on and keep bringing that type of attitude on down to Dallas and see what happens. You're going to be sitting there. I
humbled myself.
Okay.
I got humbled when I was 10-6 and didn't make it to the playoffs.
And
so
you got
week 1 is I had a new lineman, left tackle. I got a new left tackle out there. He was blitzing over that side. But
that sounds like a you problem because it sounds like you couldn't make the adjustments to do what you need to do. Because if you blitzing that many people, somebody should be open.
No, he won't even blitzing. But that same left tackle that was bum in week 1 stopped you from coming back there because we won by 2, right? So I ain't got no problems on my line no more.
Hold on. I think we got back there to your boy Wentz a few times. Let's not act like
a rookie. You ain't posted, but did you win though?
It
don't matter how many sacks. It don't matter how many sacks you got.
You lost. You won on the fact that a punt hit my guy in his helmet and landed on the 1-yard line, and my dude tried to scoop it up, and they gave you that. That's how you won. Don't act like you won because you did something.
What quarter that happened in?
First quarter. That's the 2 points you needed. That's the 2 points you needed.
In the first quarter.
You was up 15-7 going into half. 15-7. And I lost 13-15. How many field goals I missed?
So you can't overcorrect the pick thrown in the first quarter or a fumble in the first quarter?
Okay. Are y'all playing this season?
Yeah, we got next push. He finna catch another L. Next push.
Oh, game of the week.
He catching an L next push. Yeah. He knows he's catching. My man Zeke went 18 for 104. No, he ain't getting no touchdowns because again we got screwed, man. They were screwing me.
Who won y'all division last season?
You know who asking. Who won that division?
He won.
Okay.
What was it? Yeah, you won it. I mean, I ain't ashamed to say that. You won the division. We got a sim win. I mean, then a lot of things happen.
But we got a sim win, but we also got a comeback. We got a comeback win.
Who's winning it? Who's winning it now?
You winning it right now. But when we have that, when you have your next loss, it'll be a tied division race.
You were 6-3, right?
Yeah, we took some bad losses. Don't get me wrong. You might end up with a better overall record, but we're gonna be tied in that division. But knowing you gonna catch a fluke loss against one of these other the Giants, or you might catch a loss against the Giants. I don't know what you finna do.
Fred, I don't catch a fluke.
That's
why I'm trying to play. I'm trying to play every game. Ain't no anniversaries coming up. Only thing I got coming up is a Madden tournament on November 3rd in Lynchburg, Virginia. For anybody that's out there listening.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Tell them one more time, man. Tell them one more time.
Madden tournament, November 3rd, Lynchburg, Virginia. $40 to play, $5 to spectate. Food and drinks will be available. Come out there especially if you think you're good. It's gonna be some stiff competition.
If you think you good.
Yeah, that's what he said. And you Negroes that are.
It is some good competition though.
You Negroes that are listening, you won't get lynched in Lynchburg. Chaz will make sure you don't get lynched. Y'all be all right.
Yeah. There's a different type of atmosphere out here.
You'll be straight out there, man. Hey, man, I'm gonna have to catch one of these tournaments one time, man. Make me a vacation out of this and come out there.
We coming to Richmond. We're coming to Richmond next year. Beginning of the year, we're gonna be in Richmond. I'm praying to see Donald out there. I was praying like hell that Donald would have brung the damn 49ers back this year, but he didn't. He got the Browns, and you see what he's at. The bottom. At the bottom. I want to return Ichi, but now I can't even. I guess I'll never play him.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. He said the only way he gonna play you is in the Super Bowl, and we know the Eagles ain't getting there, so I guess he right.
Nah. You know, like every 4 seasons, it'll come around. Yeah, I'll be back to whooping your ass as usual. Don't worry about it. We'll see each other. You know, this is the last season I'm giving out presents. So hey, I'm just being quiet. I'm taking my L's. This is last season. I'm giving out gifts. I'm gonna put it like that.
No doubt.
Last season I'm giving out gifts.
All right, we've been talking a lot of shit, man. We gonna move on and talk about some other stuff, man. Chaz, man, go ahead and give us your AFC Championship, the 2 teams you think gonna make it there. Your NFC Championship. Your Super Bowl who's gonna be in the Super Bowl and who you got winning the Super Bowl?
As far as the hold on, let me go to.
If you got to pull it up,
AFC,
man, go ahead and pull it up so you can make sure you get it right.
The AFC, I know the Ravens are nice, and I lost to the 49ers. I've been trying to think who I lost to. Fucking Mojo is trash. I'd have kicked it. Anyway, that was a fluke ass game against him. But I always see Jay Riggs being nice. He up there. He struggled against me too. His defense always score. His offense always gets shut down.
Hey,
boy,
guess what though?
Where the shots at?
Didn't I put a 40 on you?
Woo!
Didn't you?
He said he put a 40 piece on you.
I don't know what the score was, but I know your offense ain't scored.
I know you didn't score, nigga.
It was closer to the end. You heard my quarterback. I had a backup in there.
But you got
y'all supposed to have the best O-line in the game. Y'all supposed to have the best O-line in the game. I got trash ass Jaguars.
That was at the beginning,
passing the fucking ball.
They had the best O-line at the beginning.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah, that was season 1. That was season 1.
When people get hurt, what can I do, man? Hey, look at Peter stay hurt in real life. That nigga don't last 2 games.
Hey, that's not like a personal problem, bro.
Yeah, man. You the one that keep trying to put him there and let him live.
Shit, I deal with all kind of injuries.
Man.
If I had a losing record, then you could say I'd be making excuses. I got a winning record, so I'm not making excuses. I'm telling you what I'm dealing with for real.
But you beating bums. Who you beat?
I'm not acting. I beat J.J. Walker. He a bum. You right.
You didn't beat you. But see, here's the difference.
Here's the difference.
Here's the difference. Here's the difference. You didn't beat me. Madden beat me. You did not beat me. You had me. Year 1, you had me beat, and you saw what happened.
If he could use that excuse, Jay Riggs, you didn't beat me. Madden beat me.
Nah, Jay Riggs whooped your ass. Jay Riggs whooped your ass.
You ain't scored. Shit.
No, I scored. How I didn't
You ain't scored enough to win? Shit.
Oh, man. You couldn't even outscore 2 points, man. How can you criticize me for losing to somebody when you lost to me?
Because I did not lose to you. My team, we look at that loss and we go in and we say, we should not have lost that game. It was a fluke loss. It's a fluke
play
loss.
that happened in the first quarter.
Yeah.
I would never complain about something that happened in the first quarter.
It wasn't no fluke
got
play.
3 to correct.
Okay, so you really think I'm out here missing 20-yard field goals all the way to the left like that? Really?
The wind was 13 miles an hour, dog.
Come on, my guy. I'm pretty sure I hit a 40-something yarder in that same wind, but then all of a sudden I miss a 20-yarder. Come on, my guy. That ain't mad.
What'd you say? Hey,
Okay.
What
You got it. You got it.
Sound like a personal problem to me. Maybe you need to get a kicker, nigga.
Maybe you need to quit spamming X when I'm trying to kick.
What can I
If
do?
you quit spamming X when I'm trying to kick and putting lag on the game, I would have been straight.
Spamming X. Oh, you about to tell me something new. If somebody hit X, they fuck the game up.
Nah, man, it's an old man thing you could do.
Nope.
People used to spam
Oh, see,
X.
here we go. So why did I miss mine? Because you were spamming it?
Nah, because I almost blocked it. Because, nigga, I was in there almost blocking it. I almost blocked that shit. I timed that shit right. Hey, did I not miss one that should have been blocked, though?
Oh, no, you were spamming it, dog.
Shit, I should have told my secret. My bad, y'all.
Hey,
my bad, y'all.
Hey, wait. I'm pulling up records right now.
Uh-oh.
Jaguars 24, Eagles 3.
I scored. I said I scored, right?
When I count score, I count touchdown, bro.
20-43.
Yeah, bro. You lost by 3 touchdowns.
You had to pass the sticks, brother. You had to pass the sticks.
Hey,
You got 21.
I said I lost, right?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It was a defensive game, bro. We both threw 4 kicks.
You can't pull a card that's somebody that's showing the card. I said I lost. I said I scored. I didn't know the score, but I said I scored. He said he put up 40. He put up 24. His defense got 3 picks in the crib, and he kicked the field goal. That's all you had. 3 picks in the crib.
Sound like you need a better quarterback.
You had 2 picks in the crib and a fumble scoop to the crib. Offense, nothing. Now, am I lying? Are you checking those stats? If you want to check those
but what's funny is...
But I ran the ball 11 times. I threw the ball the rest of the game. And your time clock slow offense having ass was working that bitch at one point.
Yeah.
And still couldn't score.
I swear to God, I hate your offense. I know what you're running, but that shit gets open every fucking time.
Hey, so my offense is effective, huh? It's effective, right?
Is it really effective?
You didn't get a touchdown.
Is it?
Hey,
3 points?
How can you? Hold on. Blake Bortles for the past 3 weeks been putting up 500 and some yards, but whoever plays me, their stats are not the same. Blake Bortles would not put up 500 yards on me.
So when Trubisky,
I put a first round pick on that.
He'll put a 303 on your ass. He'll put a 303 on your ass.
Okay, so what we put a first round pick on what now? Trubisky doing what?
That Blake Bortles won't put no 500 yards on me.
I don't care about that. I'm talking about us next week. What we putting up on next week?
Hey, I'm out here building players, bro. I'm out here building young receivers, bro. Shit. That first season, bro, that shit was hard, bro. That shit was hard for me.
Shit.
I had one player, nigga. I had one player. And half the niggas was hurt.
How many yards he say? I guarantee you, what's the name won't put up no 500 yards neither with the Cowboys. First round on that.
Boy, I'll take that first round.
What's the?
I don't know, cause my rookie put up 235.
Mitchell Trubisky. He finna go to work this game. Please understand, we going to work this. You are going home with a loss. It is going to be a frustrating loss. I don't have a first round pick to bet for this draft. I can put up the one for next season.
Let me tell you something that I'm used to. I'm used to always picking in the low 20s after every season when I play Madden. Cowboys probably pick in the upper teens. Bet that second round there. Let me get that.
How you gonna tell me I'm in the boy? You didn't make playoffs last season, so my pick was way lower than yours.
I still picked the 20th pick.
And my pick was lower than yours.
Hey, guys.
I'll take that first round. Bet. We putting it up. We putting it up.
Hey, Cowboys average 250 yards per passing game. So y'all gonna do it over or under?
Oh, I'll be over 250 this game. I'll be over 250. I already know that. Because when I played him, I didn't have my starting receivers, and I had not made that. Had I made that trade with you yet, Riggs? Yeah, I had. Nope. But I didn't have Gordon. I didn't have two of my receivers.
Nope. That shit don't matter.
Okay. We'll see. We'll see when it don't matter.
So what we betting? We bet the first round on what?
Yeah, that's cool.
His average is 252, right?
Yeah, it's 250. 248 actually, to be exact.
248.
So I'm gonna be over 250.
So what we betting? A second? You say you don't have a first. A second?
Yeah, I'll put up my second. I'll put up my second. I hear you, Texans. I see you, Texans, and I see you, Ravens. I see y'all in the chat, man. Y'all got any questions? Go ahead and ask them. I'm going over 250. We said the over. Easy. Okay. Oh, now that's easy. Now, mind you, this man just said. So 400. So I gotta go over 4.
Yeah, I bet you 350. How about that?
350
more than your average.
Okay.
100 more than your average.
I'll go 350. We putting it up. Let's put it up
for the second round.
All right.
Oh man, this sounds like a trap somewhere.
It's on. Yeah, it's a trap for him. He don't understand. Okay, he keep thinking it because okay. All right, I'm gonna let him live. But he finna see this 350 go up.
Okay.
So it's 350 second round pick. Back.
Yep, AJ. Yeah, that's right, AJ. Get it written down. Get it right.
Can I make a prediction? Lord,
here we go. What you predicting?
When he lose, he gonna be his claim to fame is gonna be, well, at least I got 350 yards passing.
No. It's a win. It's a win. It's a win plus 350. I'm coming with a win plus 350. Please understand, we're not going to lose to you. I'm not losing to you, bro.
But what's the bet? Is the bet just the 350, right?
The bet's just the 3. Is that what the bet is? Ask him, because I don't want to take nothing. So 350 passing yards.
350 passing yards. Second round.
Y'all finna watch the greatest show on turf, resurrected in Dallas. Come next push. Please understand that.
Okay, quick side note, guys. The Eagles are number 3, top 3 in interceptions.
Okay, and
it's the same linebacker that made middle linebacker of the year. He's still out there crushing, because that's what I play. I'm out that motherfucker.
You got good.
That
you had. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna be
bullshit last night.
Hey, you know it. You laugh. That's why you laughing. You know that motherfucker was getting some unbelievable ass shit last night.
Oh yeah, he got a nasty middle linebacker, man. He got a nasty middle linebacker.
That linebacker he got. That motherfucker was falling down on the ground picking the ball off, man.
He got high agility. His agility high.
I be reading it. That's all that is. I be reading it.
He read it well. What y'all Texans? What you trying to put on bet up on? You gotta. If you want to do bets, you gotta find somebody to bet with. Y'all can always do bets. I'm talking to the folks that don't know. I'm talking to the people in the chat. We got our watchers watching. We got some folks talking. We got the Texans in here. Shout out to the Texans. Shout out to the Ravens.
Shout out, fellas.
If y'all in there, man, y'all got questions, talk, man. But let's go.
Back to my prediction, though.
Yeah. Go ahead.
For some reason, I don't know what it is about the Ravens, but they got the Jaguars number. I watched that game in the playoffs, and that wasn't the same Jay Riggs that I was used to, because I'm used to that make it to the playoffs. I mean, make it to the Super Bowl. I mean, I'm not disrespecting you, but he got you out of your. The way he plays is something different, to where the same way I watched the Cardinals do when he played the Ravens, his game ain't the same neither. I don't know what it is about the Ravens, but it's just something about his gameplay on offense, not even defense. And all his plays take all day to develop, because he like this long shit. But for some reason, all the shits be open. So I got the Ravens coming out of the AFC, facing the Jaguars in the AFC Championship. And then as far as for the NFC, You already know where I'm going, baby.
He had to laugh because he know he about to lie.
I don't.
You know when somebody about to lie, they hit you with that laugh. Like, let me tell you something, brother.
Eagles in the NFC Championship playing against the Saints because I got the Saints beating the Cardinals this year. That's my prediction. And then when I play them Saints, I'm a dog day ass. That's all.
No respect.
Woo! He didn't say he gonna beat you. He said he gonna dog you. He said he gonna dog walk you out the link.
Come with it. Just win that division first, though.
Talk to him, AJ. Talk to him, AJ. Tell him gotta win the division first. Win the division.
What do you do a couple days before Christmas, nigga? You rap present. This present already rap for me when it comes to that division. We ain't even worried about the division no more. We thinking about the playoffs.
Week 12 gonna be so fun.
I'm about to rest my whole lineman. I'm about to rest everybody. Cause we
please,
ain't worried
please do that. Please rest them week 12. Rest them all week 12. So that can be your excuse when you get a mud hole stomped in you.
I'm going to rest them after that game. Wow. That's the big game, week 12. And then I got to play the Vikings. I do got to say this. The Vikings is trash and always popping off in that weak-ass division. And I got to play them Lions after I play Dallas.
But
the Vikings is trash.
That's big facts. Trash. Big facts.
Yeah. And he always popping off with these. He get forced losses because he ain't got no schedule time. And they want to complain about it. Vikings trash. Cowboys trash. Detroit trash.
Oh, we the king of the hot trash. You already know the Cowboys king of the hot trash. We wear that proudly. So when this hot trash beats you next week, I don't want to hear no excuses. All I want to hear is, sorry, sir. I didn't mean to be rude like that, sir. I apologize. That's all we want to hear. And send my second round pick.
I stand up, man. I stand up for all my losses. Ain't that many this year.
Yeah, it's one. It's about to be two. It's a shame that the one's about to turn into a two.
But your division, I mean, your schedule is not that easy.
Oh, it's not.
Ass end of the season.
It's not. We got the Bills, the Cardinals, got the Redskins again, and that's a division game. Man, I never take division games lightly, except for the Eagles. That's the only one that. I mean, that's light work, man. That's light work. We showed that last year, going undefeated in the division. Come on, man.
Just what I can say, because I got confidence that high. Fuck the Redskins and fuck the damn Giants and the Cowboys. This is my division. I said it from the start, and I'm letting it know now.
You said this last year, and what happened? What happened? How many losses did you have in the division last year? 2? And who them 2 losses come to?
Them win.
Exactly.
Them win.
So we got your predictions. We know that NFC one ain't the truth, but you know it's good to dream. It's always good to dream. It's just the same. It's a shame. It's good to dream, but it's a shame you about to run into the nightmare. That's all I'm saying. It's good to dream, but you about to run into the nightmare. That's all.
Hey, I live on Elm Street, dog.
Man, what you talking about? Man. What you talking about? Me and Freddie, Jason. Me, Freddie, Jason. I mean, we play cards every night, man. That's what we do. We play cards every night. You ain't saying nothing to us.
You play Freddie. I fuck with Freddie because he get you when you try to go to sleep. He make you stay home. That's a different type of monster right there.
Man, Freddie's scared of me. Freddie don't sleep around me. That's how that go. Freddie know not to fall asleep around me. We the real nightmare out here in this division. The NFC East know who the real division winner is, and we're going to see that next week when we put that mud hole in the middle of the Eagles' chest, and Mitch Trubisky goes for 350 and about 4-5 touchdowns. 4-5 tubs and 350.
So he gonna have exactly 350.
Nah, he may have more than that. But that's what you told me. That's what I gotta go. You told me that's where I gotta go. Oh, we ain't gonna force it because it's gonna be easy, man. We ain't gotta force nothing, so it ain't gonna be. Oh, he just doing it so he can get them yards. He just do. Nah, it's gonna be in the play of the game, and I'm just whooping your ass. You got 60 minutes of hot ass whooping coming.
I'm about to run down your schedule and show you. I'm about to give you your losses.
Oh,
where you
my
gonna
God.
get a wild card.
Listen, Miss Cleo. Listen, Miss Cleo. Listen, Miss Cleo.
The Jets is a loss. The Bills, Cardinals, the Redskins.
Hey, Dino, you ain't telling me your boy was a stand-up comedian. You ain't telling me he was a stand-up comedian. This is a good one, boy. He said I'm going to lose to the Jets. Boy, boy, what y'all got some good stuff out there in VA, boy. I need to go and get me a QB what y'all got over there in VA. That sounds real good.
Hold on, let me see how much I beat the Jets by.
Yeah, you beat them by 6 points, bro. You beat them by 6. The Jets. Hot trash Jets, you beat by 6 points. But speaking of hot trash, we got to come to my favorite segment of the podcast, hot trash. And it's a simple one. It's a real simple one. And I'm going to put it up on the screen for you to see. Hold on. Whoop. I went too far back. Hold on. Let me get a second. It just happened less than about 20 minutes ago. And hot trash goes to the Raiders for losing to the Chiefs 34-32. So hot trash this week is the Raiders. I'm sorry. Ain't no way you're supposed to lose to the Chiefs, who gave away just about everything they got.
Oh, my God.
And you lost to the Chiefs? The Chiefs?
Yeah.
And this supposed to be your division? You sound like the Eagles. Talking about that's their division and out there losing.
Hey, Chief said he was back.
He did. He
was back.
He sure did. And he sure enough put them points up enough to win.
Hey, man, the Chiefs always got money on it, though. We always got money on every season. Far as the best record. And then if both make it to the playoffs, is the extra incentive to who wins the first or whatever game. The Chiefs is my nigga, though. That's Greg is my nigga. Even though he trash too. I ain't scared to tell you on the podcast. He trash.
He may be trash, but he ain't hot trash this week. Hot trash go to them Raiders.
Off of him.
Right.
But he said that he was gonna kick the Raiders' ass. So I gotta give him credit for that.
Hey, he called it.
He
called it.
We won't necessarily call it ass.
I got it. A disclaimer. I got to say this. He said he had lost his passion for the Madden. He wasn't feeling the same. It was a different vibe of this Madden. But then once he seen long time ago that he was still able to make the playoffs, that's when he said he was gonna start kicking ass, and that was, I think, 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks in the Madden sense that he said he was gonna start kicking ass, and he's been kicking ass ever since. So Greg, I commend you, but I also want to let you know, nigga, you can't beat me.
Whatever. This Madden has been kind of trash.
Oh, this man is hot trash, but we all keep playing it though. In all honesty, it has been hot trash on some things, but it's not as hot trash as these Raiders are. So hot trash for the week, ladies and gentlemen, go to them Oakland Raiders, who somehow lost to the Kansas City Chiefs, 34-32. Congratulations to the Chiefs. Congratulations. He said he was back, so we'll see what he continues to do.
Listen to Junkies league.
Oh, man. That was a good one.
Gonna get into the re-signings. There's a couple
big ones. We'll go into that.
I know Sir Philly here got a big one. He throwing the bag.
Let's see. Oh, Nelson Aguilar and Jalen Mills.
Wentz.
Oh, we gotta hold on. We gotta go back to it. Woo-wee! Yeah, he definitely gave him the bag. Eagles re-signed Carson Wentz 5 years, $152 million. And it's gonna be a shame. It's gonna be a shame when when 2 of them years he's sitting on the bench hurt, just collecting a check.
Hold on.
I mean, you got to keep Carson Wentz, right? But
don't worry about what my division is doing. I mean, what my organization is doing as far as who we signing and who we not.
But that's what we on here for.
That's what we do. Like, that's what we go over these things.
What goes on in the league.
Hey, but I'm talking to a Cowboy fan. I ain't talking to no Browns organization at all. I didn't even think I forgot the Browns was here. But I'm talking as the Eagles organization owner. I'm telling the Cowboy fan to mind his own business because he needs to worry about that shoddy ass line he got and the bum ass receivers he got. And the only thing he has going for him is Ezekiel Elliott.
And Zeke showing up put his foot in your ass too in that first game.
Did you win? I did. Don't talk about what somebody done if they didn't win.
You know what? You're right. I ain't gonna bring up that. You won. That game's over. You won.
It's no moral victories in a loss.
There's not. We ain't taking no moral victory from it.
So why you telling me about Zeke? Zeke ain't doing enough for you to get them 2 points.
Hey, so can we go ahead and set? So what? We advanced today, right? What's the day? Wednesday.
Nah, there's some game. I gotta play the Jets, man. The advance is Thursday.
I know. Can we go ahead and get y'all set up now? Let's go ahead and get y'all.
Well, shoot, I gotta work. I work this weekend. I work Friday through the weekend.
Friday.
So. Okay. We probably run it Friday night. We can probably run it Friday night if he's available.
All
of a sudden it sounds like his mic going out. It sounds like he don't want to set this ass whooping up.
Hello.
I don't hear nothing no more. All I hear is crickets.
Hey, y'all guys get y'all games played, so I want to see this shit.
Hey man, his mic don't want to work right.
It sound like somebody's scared to set up the time.
I don't know if his mic won't even listen to this shit.
Yeah, his mic, man. See, sometimes God know when people lying, and they just go ahead and he just shut them up. God just shutting up that line. That's all. That's all. God just shutting up that line. But we'll go through while he try to figure out what he gonna do with his mic. We'll go through some of these other re-signings. We see the Falcons re-sign Austin Hooper. Oh, here you go. Every time you get the line, every time you about to say something lying out your mouth.
Go ahead with the re-signings, man.
We got Austin Hooper for 6 years, $33 million with the Falcons. Good re-signing, good young tight end. Like I said, we see Carson Wentz catch a bag. 152 for 5 years. I don't know. With an offense that's lackluster, is it really worth paying that much for that type of quarterback? I don't know. Cardinals re-signed Braxton Miller, 3 years, 14 and a half. The 49ers re-signed Leonard Floyd, right outside linebacker, 5 years, 36 and a half. That's not bad.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Dolphins re-signed Xavier Howard, 3 years, $10.7 million. That's a good re-signing. Browns got Eli Apple for 2 more years for cheap. $5.88. You said no? I thought that was a good re-sign.
I don't know. I just felt like hitting.
Broncos re-signed a good tight end, Eric Ebron. Got him for 6 years, $26 million. They got him for the low. They also re-signed Sue Cravens to 7 years, $22.4 million. Strong safety with the Broncos. Yeah. Austin Seferian-Jenkins won't be leaving the Jags anytime soon for 4 years, $22 million. Got Donald Payne, a right outside linebacker, 3 years, $8.43 million. And probably the steal of the re-signing period, Bo Scarborough, 6 years, $16.3 million. That's a great re-signing to have for a good quality backup running back. Now we know we'll get some playing time in that Jags offense. Jordan Howard got 5 years, $34.9 million from the Bears. Dolphins re-signed left tackle Laramie Tunsil to 5 years, $38.6 million. That's good.
How old is he?
He's young. He's only like 24, 25, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's definitely a good re-signing. Eagles re-signed Jalen Mills, who y'all will see get burnt and beat all game. Next push for 4 years, $39 million. And they re-signed Nelson Aguilar to 4 years, $42 million. But when you don't have a quarterback that throws to the receivers, does that really matter? Exactly. Texans re-signed Nick Martin, 4 years, $16 million. That's a center. It's a pretty good signing. Broncos re-signed Kevin Seymour, 7 years, $20.6 million. I don't know about that.
Damn, the Broncos more active than.
Chiefs re-signed
Shit.
Tyreek Hill to 4 years, $77.8 million. So you know he's not going anywhere anytime. Hey, but he just caught a win though.
I'm not saying that you
But he
shouldn't
just caught a
sign him, but
win.
go ahead and lock him up for 7. I would just lock him up for 7.
True, that's true. I'll give you that's true.
Why lock him up for 4? Lock him
Right.
up for 7.
You right. That's all. And then Reggie Ragland got 5 years, 26.9 from the Chiefs as well. That's all the major re-signings that we had. Now we'll go into our halfway point award leaders. Looks like some not shockers, but I mean, obviously, if you see guys on top with their teams, they definitely got players in there. Like we got Blake Bortles on top with the Jags for the MVP race, and Peter Columbia, defensive player for the Texans at number 3. Todd Gurley, who just had a 7-touchdown game, is running at second right now for MVP. Coach of the year, you got the Jags, Saints, Texans is your top 3. I don't see that changing anytime soon. We know the Jags and Texans got to play again, so that should be a fun game to watch.
Shit, we gotta play twice.
Y'all ain't played it all yet?
Nah, we played late in the season.
Oh, those are gonna be 2 fun back-to-back games.
Hell no.
Then we got on the AFC side, Offensive Player of the Year, we got Blake, J.J. Nelson, and Tevin Coleman, who we just saw not get a win against the Chiefs because the Raiders are hot trash. Defensive Player of the Year, we got Peter Columbia, who I believe is a rookie for the Texans.
Nah, he's not.
Oh, he's not?
He's a 2nd-year player.
Oh, okay, 2nd-year player. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's his user.
Gotcha.
That nigga, cause he's a pass rusher. I use him in another league. That nigga's nice.
All right, you got Peter Columbia, C.J. Mosley, and Jayon Brown for the Titans in your top 3. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Malcolm LaFleur with the Jags, who I think has been a big part of that offense. And then the 0-10 Broncos have 2 offensive rookies up, in Gordon Morrell and Terrell Black. I don't know. They must be putting up. Because he did that last year.
He was using their ass like a motherfucker, too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He put up numbers. He just don't win. So.
Well, shit. He's in tank mode right now, so I wouldn't want to win either.
True. Defensively, the Chiefs got 2 rookies in there with Torrey Wilford and Moses Bradley, and Darian Rivers from the Jaguars is at number 2. So, Jags definitely have a lot of players out there. Again, best quarterback, you got Bortles, Lamar Jackson, Jimmy Garoppolo. I don't see any of that changing. I mean, with the way the Jags seem to have found the rhythm offensively. Best running back, you got Coleman, Derrick Henry, who the Titans have used majorly. That's a good team right there. Titans aren't a bad team. They definitely going to catch some folks by surprise. And then Kareem Hunt. Best receiver, J.J. Nelson, Malcolm LaFleur, and D.J. Shark. Both of those last 2 are with the Jags. So when you have a quarterback that's slinging the ball like that, you got to throw it to somebody. And he also has D.D. Westbrook at number 7 in there too. So his top 3 receivers. Best O-line, Jags got the 2 top spots with Norwell and Linder. Weren't you trying to trade Norwell?
Yeah, I wanted picks.
And now he's the best. He's number 1 as best O-lineman, and that could have been on somebody's team. Shameful. because they didn't want to send
Yeah,
picks.
he'll probably be on the block again next year. Shit. Okay.
We'll see. Well, somebody may actually make a play for him then. Defensive lineman, you got Yannick Ngakoue, Mario Edwards Jr. from the Raiders, and Dante Fowler Jr. from the Jags. I think we're seeing what happens when the Jags stay healthy is also a big thing we're seeing, because I don't think you've had offensively. You had what? Just Fournette go down.
Yeah, Fournette, then Bo Scarborough went right after him.
Oh, okay. But
Hence, that's the reason why I've been passing somebody, because I had no running back.
Got you. But defensively, I mean, I think you've been able to keep your guys fairly healthy this year. So that's definitely a big advantage. And then for best linebacker, you got Peter Columbia, C.J. Mosley, and Jayon Brown. DBs, you got Justin Reed, Andre Hall, and Richard Sherman up there. Sherman ain't going to stay at number 3. That's the AFC. The NFC side, you got Gurley, Dalvin Cook, David Johnson, Offensive Player of the Year. No quarterbacks from the AFC. In the top 7, you go all the way, you got to get your first quarterback at Brock Osweiler with the Lions. So you got 4 running backs and 1 receiver in that top 5. So the NFC is definitely a running team. Defensive Player of the Year, some guy from the Eagles is number 1. Then you got Sam Beal and Turner Amato from the Saints. Offensive Rookie, Algernon Cure from the Lions, Richard Bourne from the Lions, and somebody from the Eagles, some player from the Eagles. I don't know who that is. Defensive Rookie of the Year, you got Turner Amato with the Saints, Daly with the Lions, and Campbell for the Panthers. And there's another 0-10 team with the Buccaneers. Lord, everybody trying to tank? Best quarterback, you got Mitchell Trubisky at number 1, Kyle Lauletta from the Saints, and then Andrew Luck from the Vikings. And best running back, it goes Gurley, Cook, Johnson. Like I said, Gurley just came off a 7-touchdown game, so he's definitely doing his thing. Best receivers going to the Lions right now. Marvin Jones Jr., Kendrick Bourne, and Kenny Golladay. Top 3 for all of those positions. Best O-lineman, you got Travis Frederick, Tyron Smith from the Falcons, and Quentin Nelson from the Vikings. D-line, DeMarcus Lawrence, Danielle Hunter, and Khalil Mack. Linebacker, 2 bums from the Eagles, and then Turner Amato from the Saints. Defensive back, TJ Green, Sam Bell, and Quandre Diggs. So those are your award winners right there, or award leaders right now. Probably won't see too much change in any of that. Personally, I think a lot of those players will be the same. And I think that's pretty much all we got for you this evening. Again, we appreciate the Eagles coming on. I don't know what happened with his mic, but we appreciate him being here with us tonight. Again, man, if y'all are in the Lynchburg area, I know some of y'all are VA players, or if you able to get out there, they have a tournament coming up. I'm sure if you follow Chaz on his social media, you'll see the flyer for it. Shout out to that dude and what they're doing out there with some of the stuff they're doing.
Man,
man.
they doing big things.
Slaughter.
Big things, man. Congratulations, bro.
Yeah,
him
and Slaughter doing some big things there. So we definitely, we appreciate guys giving back to the community and doing what they can for their community. That's always awesome. Always commend them for that, man. But he's still a hot trash bum when it comes to this NFC East. Again, man, we thank y'all for playing y'all games, getting y'all games in. Without y'all, this game is not any fun. Y'all make this game what it is. We appreciate y'all being in there and hanging in there with us and continuing to play your games, continuing to have a good time, man. It's time we see some guys coming up. Maybe we'll see the Chiefs. Chiefs maybe inspire some of these other quote-unquote lesser teams and may see some more upsets on the way. We always love to see that. But I'm gonna go ahead and let us sign out with some final words. Start off with my man T. Go ahead, brother.
What up, man? Junkies. Continue to do what y'all doing, man. Get your games in. Don't have no scheduling dispute. Don't take no forces, no CMs, man. Have fun, man.
AJ, man.
You NFC niggas that think y'all hot shit, keep this energy. Keep this energy.
Dino.
Man, I thought last year was like leading up to the playoffs was one hell of a roller coaster, man. This year is gonna be fucking crazy, bro. I can't wait to just see how everything plays. This gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy.
No doubt. Riggs.
I don't want no beef. Keep playing the game. Keep playing your games. Keep following the rules. Get the shit played. We get advanced. I want to see this Cowboys Eagles game.
Oh yeah. So that leaves me, man. Final words. We appreciate y'all, man. Always appreciate y'all. I know we talk a lot of shit. It's all in fun. It's all to have a good time. But please believe me when I tell you, I'm finna stomp a mud hole in these Eagles come week 12. Hey, motherfucking mud hole. So we appreciate y'all tuning in with us. We will be back next week with another hot trash for you guys. It'll probably be the Eagles because they finna be hot trash next week on this next push. Again, we
taking
appreciate
all bets.
Oh yeah, if you want to put something on it, better put it up, put it in the chat, put it in the group, man. We'll take bets. Whoever won, I'll put a poll up and see who winning this game, and definitely tune in. I'm probably gonna put it. You know what? It's gonna be on the Madden Junkies YouTube channel. That game will be on the Madden Junkies YouTube channel. We gonna make sure y'all gonna be able to run this one back and go and watch it again. You can watch it right after you watch the Cowboys stump a mud hole. You can say, let me replay this and watch it again. And with that, how about them Cowboys?